G'day guys, it's FPL EJ and welcome back to another FPL video. In this one we take a look at my team selection ahead of game week 9 and we have a look at how I went in game week 8. The transfer bin is also used in this video, so stay tuned. You want to see who I transferred in and took out this week. It's a big one, so make sure you don't miss a thing. Also, don't miss a thing of any of my videos of transfer tips, wildcard guides, etc. by hitting the noties bell, subscribing if you want more green arrows, because we all love green arrows. If you want a green arrow like the color of this shirt, then subscribe, because trust me, that's just going to get you green arrows and make your overall rank climb up. But without further ado, let's get into my game week 9 team selection. Okay, so straight into it today, looking at how it went in game week 8. In goals, we had Sanchez getting 6 points. Pretty happy with that. You can never not be happy with the 6 points. He got the 6 points against Norwich in the 0-0, and yeah, so 4 points for a clean sheet. We luckily got Livramento in, and a lot of people didn't get to bring him in because of like Jimenez's 1 point cameo. Lucky to have Livramento to replace Rafinha and come in the defence. They versed Leeds in 1-0, so Southampton won 1-0. He played 90 minutes and got the clean sheet as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's back now. He got the 6 points for us. He played very good as well. He was pretty attacking. He did some beautiful balls. Unlucky Mohamed Salah, Mane and Firmino couldn't get them away into the goal sometimes, whereas he would have had assists. But yeah, he played very well against Watford in their 5-0 destroying clash there. And then Cancello, lucky I brought him in. I think Marcel only got 1 point because he got -1 in a yellow card. So lucky I replaced him with Cancello, and Cancello did get me 6 points. So I'm pretty happy with that. They beat Burnley 2-0. And yeah, you can never not be happy about that. In the midfield, MacArthur, big words on him. He should have been red carded. I'm so lucky I don't have a -1 with him there, to be honest. He definitely should have been red carded for that dangerous, very dangerous injury that where he kicked Saka in the legs just outside of the box. Almost should have been a red card. Could have been a lot worse for me here with him on their -1 or whatever, but you never know what could have happened. But yeah, it was definitely a really dangerous tackle, and he got the 1 point because of that yellow card. Jota didn't play, but Rafinha and Jota didn't play. So Jota, he didn't play because Firmino was on instead of him this week. He got the hat-trick, Firmino. He played really well. He got the 3 tap-ins. So yeah, hopefully Klopp doesn't play Firmino this weekend, even though we won't start him. You'll see in a minute my team looking forward to game week 8. But hopefully Klopp doesn't start Firmino this week, because Jota needs to play a game for me. And you know, Firmino, he did play 90 minutes in the Champions League midweek against Malmo, so hopefully that means that Jota is going to play. And then also Gray right next to him, lost 1-0 to West Ham, didn't get any points apart from the 2 for playing 90 minutes. A bit disappointing, but that's alright. Hopefully that he can get some points for us this week. Mohamed Salah, he did play very well. What a player he is. We all know he got 13 points. If you had him captain, you got 26 points for him in their defeat against Watford 5-0. He got 1 goal, got amazing Kevin De Bruyne-like assist as well to Mane. And yeah, he got also the 2 bonus points plus the clean sheet point and stuff like that, plus the minutes points. And yeah, 13 points. He's back in the double digits again. What can't you expect from Salah? What a player he is. A lot of people think he's the best player in the world right now. He's in such good form, and I agree with them kind of as well. He's in great form at the moment, and yeah, he's definitely one of the best players in the world. In the front row, Antonio only getting me 1 point because he got a yellow card against Everton in their 1-0 defeat against Everton. But you know, it's a bit disappointing. Antonio's blanked for the last few game weeks now, and is it maybe time to move him on? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not too sure yet, but you know, we've got a lot of players we need to think about moving on and stuff, and yeah, he might be one of them too. SaintMaximin 2-3 defeat against Tottenham. Tottenham beat them, Newcastle's home ground. He played 90 minutes, didn't get anything, so only got the 2 points. Lucky not -1 or something like that for a yellow card like other players. But yeah, CS7, another blank for him. He got 2 points this week, only 2 points for 90 minutes, the same as SaintMaximin. And yeah, he versus Leicester, they lost 4-2. And if he had Shaw, then bad luck again, because you know, Manchester United just aren't good at the moment. Hopefully they can get better, but at the moment they're not too good. There was an average of 49 this week. I got 58 points. My new rank is now 774,000. I got a green arrow, so will you if you subscribe. My old rank was 841,000 in game week 7 leading into game week 8, and now I've got a total of points of 400 189, and I'm 70 points off 10k. And on the bench, I did have Rudiger. He is now not flagged anymore, so he's going to be in my team this week. You'll wait and see in a minute who's in my team. Rafinha should be back as well now. He's back on duties, I'm pretty sure. He's off Brazilian duties, and then Omo Bamidele and Gunn, they're just there to fill in the substitution spots. But yeah, 2 playing mid players on the bench as always. Pretty happy to have McCarthy come on for that 1 point. Lucky better than 0, so you never know. But let's get into my team selection for game week 9. Alright, starting us off, no changes in goals between the sticks. We've got Sanchez. You can see he's got a yellow square, so you can see them easily. His price is 46.6 million. He is perfect fit in there at the moment. People might consider Rayo if you're on a wild card. Ramsdale maybe as well. He's still not someone to not consider, but a lot of people are a little bit angry if they had Ramsdale, but I do have Sanchez. He's got 2 hard fixtures coming up, Man City at home and then Liverpool away. They're very hard fixtures, but then after that, Newcastle and stuff like that, you hope that he can get some clean sheet points. But for these next 2 fixtures, I'm just hoping that he can get some save points. He can get in there, get a bunch of save points and save his points compared to people that might have like Salah or Ramsdale and Raya and stuff like that, who will get clean sheet points most likely and stuff like that. But yeah, he's had 8 out of 8 appearances, nothing to worry about. He's been a minute risk or anything. His expected goals conceded is 1.07, so he's conceding goal per game, which is bit disappointing, but it's alright. There's been much worse. He's taken around 1.90 saves per 90. Hopefully we can get that up a little bit more, so we can get around that 3 points, so he can get us a clean sheet point, because what 3 saves is 1 clean sheet point. When he's getting around 1.90 saves per 90, it's about 2.10 off getting another bonus point on top of that 6 points if he gets a clean sheet. And he's averaging around 3.87 points per game, with 4 out of 7 of those being clean sheets. So yeah, he's doing alright. But let's just look into our defence. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he is back, and he is back in my team as well. He is versus Manchester United. A lot of concerns on whether he is going to get a clean sheet against Man United. That Man United haven't been looking too good recently, but will they switch on him against a better team, especially when Liverpool have been a very big rivalry with Manchester United for a long time. So when Trent Alexander-Arnold goes to Old Trafford, will that Ronaldo or someone like that score past him? Well, we're going to have to wait and find out. Trent is back. He is a very good player, very good defender. He's very attacking. We all know that. He's averaging around 6.83 points per game for the 6 out of 8 games that he has played. He expected assist per 90 is 0.45, which is very, very high. Higher than some mid 5.5 midfielders, higher than a lot of midfielders, to be honest. That is a very good expected assist per 90 right there. His shots per 90, he's taken around 2.27 shots per 90, which you'll see is the highest out of all the defenders I showed today. So he's almost, out of 2 shots, he can almost get around a goal a game, but he hasn't got the stats yet for that. But hopefully that he's got some goals to come in the better fixtures like Brighton at home. But for the game week 9 and game week 11, hopefully that he can get some points, maybe returns and stuff. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see for that. Rudiger, he's unflagged. He is back in the team, of course, against Norwich. I'm hoping that he can get a clean sheet points there, of course. He's 5.8 million. I'm lucky I held on to him, because I knew he was only going to be out for 1 week. Something in me just said he's only out for 1 week. And when you got fixtures like that, you have to take part in one Chelsea defender. So I have got Rudiger to do my part for the Chelsea defence, so I don't lose points there with their clean sheets and stuff like that, especially when a lot of people own Chelsea defenders like Chilwell, Azpilicueta, Rudiger and stuff like that. So yeah, he's played 7 out of 8 games. We saw he didn't play last week because of a back injury, but he's back now. He's probably going to be playing the rest of the season if he doesn't get another injury. He's very nailed Chelsea defender, the most nailed Chelsea defender. His stats aren't too good, you know, but he's been alright. He was pretty attacking in the Champions League match, if I'm being honest. Yeah, but his average of shots in the Prem is 0.86, so it's almost a shot a game. His fixtures are amazing. We know what Chelsea's fixtures are like. My 1 game week old addition to my team is Cancello, and he's in the starting lineup against Brighton. I'm hoping that he plays. A lot of people are concerned that he might not play because Diaz had a break last week. It might be Cancello's time to have a break, but not sure about that. I'm just hoping he plays. You never know with the Pep roulette. If he does get ruled out, then you can't be too angry and just go take him out. You know what's going to happen with Pep roulette with any players, whether it's Foden, Grealish, Jesus, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Diaz, Laporte, anyone. They're going to get rotated sometime. Even Edison, he didn't make it because of the Brazilian, the people that had $6 million midfielder. Gee, that's unlucky for you guys. But, you know, it's always going to happen with Man City defenders. So if he's not playing, then you can't just take him out straight away. Trust me, he has played all games this season, so I'm not sure if he'll get taken out. He's a very attacking player, taking around almost 2 shots per game. Their stats are fine. They can get clean sheets in the next 2 game weeks. So I reckon it's just a hold, and he's definitely in my team. I just brought him in. He's in here to get maybe attacking returns if he can, whatever, but he's definitely a player that's going to be in my team again for game week 9. And whoever's got him, good luck, and let's see if we can get some points. Okay, you'll see in a minute, but I'm not too sure about playing Livramento. I know they're versing Burnley. I've got him in my starting 11 now instead of Jota. I'll just say it. Instead of Jota, I've got Jota on the bench in that number 1 position on the bench. Whether any of my players come off or not, I'm just hoping that Livramento, because I know he's going to play, that he can get the clean sheet. Because Jota, I don't want him to risk coming on and getting a 1-point cameo, or starting on get 1-point cameo. You never know with Klopp when you've got great players that he can fight for his position with. Where Livramento is just a nailed defender for Southampton. I want him, and hoping that he can get those clean sheet points for us this week. He's just a chill $4.3 million defender, and what a player he is to have in your team. It's an absolute bargain of a player. So yeah, Livramento, I'm not sure. Comment down below if you reckon I should start Jota or Livramento. I can always change the team. It's just I want your opinion on that one. Yes, Salah is always in the team. Who wouldn't have him in your team this week? And he's got the captain armband on him as well this week, because Lukaku is being ruled out. He is injured. I was planning on bringing Lukaku in this week, or just before the deadline, but now he is injured in the Champions League match. He went off with a sprained ankle. Tuchel confirmed he's out for a few matches. So yeah, Salah is getting the captain armband against Manchester United, where the Manchester United's defence switch on. Yeah, Manchester United's defence hasn't been too good lately, so hopefully Liverpool and someone in form like Mohamed Salah, I'm just hoping that he can go in there and get a hat-trick or get just 1 goal will be fine, because he's probably the safest bet for captaincy, especially when Lukaku is out. His stats amazing, 10.37 points per game he is averaging. That is ridiculous. You can see the rest of those stats. His expected goals are 0.66 per 90, almost expected to get a goal a game. It's unbelievable. No matter what fixtures he has, let's just see if he is fixture proof. You couldn't give him that ticket yet, but let's see in the future if he is fixture proof. But right now, he is in my team. Maybe until the Africans Cup or something, you consider taking him out or something like that. But right now, he is staying in everyone's teams, and you know, he's even at 12.8 million now. He's had price rise. If you don't have him, make sure you put him in your team. He's a player you don't even need to talk about really. Just have him in your team. Demarai Gray. Since I brought him in on my wildcard, he hasn't done too much. I don't even know if he's got me an attacking return, but this week I'm hoping that he can definitely get us some attacking returns. We saw Liverpool, such a strong side with such good attackers, beat and got 5 past Watford. Now can Everton do that as well? They've got Gray, Townsend. I'm hoping that they can get the ball, get goals, especially against Watford. If Watford aren't switched on, then Gray can get a haul against them. This might be the week that he's shining. We have brought him in as a budget midfielder. All us managers relying on Gray, and he hasn't done too much yet for us since game week 5, but now is probably the time for him to shine. Let's see how he goes. His stats are fine. He's got good underlying stats there, and he's got good fixtures. Maybe for the next 2 fixtures are his best fixtures, but yes, Demarai Gray is his time to shine. And lucky last in the midfield this week, we can put Rafinha in our teams. We have no risk in him coming and being late back from Brazil and stuff like that, even for the next international break. But he has 2 games instead of 3, and the second one finishes earlier, so he should be back in time for Premier game week 11 or 12, whatever it is. But yeah, Rafinha, he's a great player. We saw how good he is, especially for Brazil as well. What he did, he got 2 goals. He's playing alongside Neymar and all these great players, and he goes in there and gets goals. He is such a good player, and it gets, especially against Wolves and Norwich, I reckon he can put a lot past them. With Wolves at home, Norwich away, versing Norwich at home or away, people are going to put goals past them. So yeah, let's see what he can do against Wolves, Norwich, Leicester, and I reckon he can get us some points this week. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's been a bit of a shame lately. He's had so many blanks, and this week he's versing Liverpool. I just don't think that he can do too much against them. We know he's a great player, don't get me wrong. He is such an outstanding player, but at the moment, form-wise, he has not been doing too well. He got the Champions League goal, a header, but still, these fixtures can tick him off, especially against Man City and Liverpool. On the website, they have Liverpool and Man City as graded red to Manchester United, but I believe that they're a very dark red, almost that maroon colour, because Liverpool and Man City, I reckon, are steps above Manchester United as they go at the moment with Ole. Whether you want Ole or out or not, put him in the comments if you want Ole out. But yeah, Ronaldo, his expected goals per 90 is very high in the 5 games that he's played, but still, he's not good enough to be in my team at the moment. I want someone else in my team, and yes, here we go. So over at the transfer bin, we have Ronaldo going up the conveyor belt. He left us with 0.1 million in the bank, but he is going to have to go now. So he goes into the bin, and coming out of the bin, leaving me 2 million left in the bank, is going to be the big man, Jamie Vardy. So I have joined the Vardy party, and let's go to my team. So my one free transfer was used this week by bringing in Vardy. I've joined the Vardy party. What a player Vardy has been at the moment. A lot of managers have brought him in since Lukaku has been out. I've had plans to bring in Lukaku. Now Lukaku is out, I've joined the Vardy party, as I just said. He's been getting ridiculous underlying stats at the moment. He is such a good player. Every season he gets that around expected goals per 90 of 0.40 above to around 50. If you saw my last video, you would have seen that as well. His expected assists per 90 is pretty low. He's played all 8 games. He's getting around 7 points per game. He's 10.7 million, so cheaper than Ronaldo. That leaves him with 2 million in the bank, and his fixtures are still great. Let's see what he can do against Brentford, but welcome Vardy to my team. Next player to line up against the newly membered to my team, Jamie Vardy, is SaintMaximin. He's back in my team, and this week, I reckon it's the week I've been waiting for since I brought him in on my wild card. He is going to haul against Crystal Palace. I can say that strongly. I believe he is going to haul. He's 6.8 million. People are going to have Tony in their team. People are going to have Jimenez in their team. I've gone with the underlying player of SaintMaximin. This week, I reckon it's his time to shine against Crystal Palace. They conceded 2 against Arsenal. Now they're going to concede 3 against Newcastle because SaintMaximin is going to score a hat-trick. He's got Wilson there now to play. He can get assists. He can get goals. His underlying expected assist per 90 is 0.33, which is very good as well for such a cheap forward. Chelsea is going to be a hard fixture, but you never know. With the Newcastle crowd behind him, let's see what he can do. But this week, I reckon he's going to haul. And last player on the field this week is Antonio against Tottenham. Tottenham have conceded a lot of goals this season, and so let's see if Antonio can put some past them. He's very good against tougher teams. A lot of people aren't, but Antonio is. So Mikel Antonio is still in the team this week. Let's see how long he lasts. It's going to be something a lot of managers are wondering on how he does this week, and basing him off his next couple of fixtures. He's going to be heavily transferred out if he doesn't start getting us some returns and points. But yes, he's still got great stats there. 0.83 expected goals per 90 is still ridiculous. He's played 7 out of 8 games. He missed 1 due to a suspension or red card. He's averaging around 7.14 points per game, which is very high. He's got hard fixtures though. That's the annoying thing. But yes, he's averaging 7.14 points per game. His expected assist is 0.32. He's taken around 4.43 shots per 90. Everything is going his way, but let's just see if he can match up with those stats and get us some returns. Every manager that has him wants the same thing from him before we move on to players like Jimenez, Tony and stuff like that. But let's just see what he can do for us. Yes, this is my team for game week 9. Tell me in the comments. I really need to know whether I start Jota over Livramento, so play a 3-4-3, or I play a 4-3-3 and have Livramento in that back. I'm just certain that Livramento is going to get a clean sheet and that's 6 points against Burnley. Where Jota, I'm just too afraid that he'll come on for that 1 point cameo if he even does make the field. Firmino did play 90 minutes midweek, but Jota did replace Mane in midweek as well. But let's just see. Comment down below what you think of that. MacArthur, he should play against Newcastle. Hopefully he doesn't do anything because I want Rafinha, Gray and Salah to all play. So he shouldn't be needed this week. But yes, that is my team for game week 9. So just to recap on my game week 9 transfers, I took out Ronaldo. You saw on the transfer bin. Go back to that. Comment down below if you love the transfer bin or not. But yes, I brought Ronaldo game week 5, taking him out now and joined the Vardy party. What a player Vardy is, and I've used my one free transfer, no hits again, which I'm happy with as well, and I've got $2 million left in the bank, so I can look to upgrade Jota to Son and players like that in the future. But yeah, stay tuned for all my next transfer plans and stuff and like that in my upcoming videos, and get excited for next week's video as well. But let's just get to the outro. So that is it from me, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you reckon I should play Jota or bench Jota and bring Livramento in. Also comment down below on if you guys enjoyed the team selection video for game week 9. If you have any questions, also tell me down in the comments as well. Thank you guys so much for the support recently. I really appreciate it. But do you guys think that transfer that I did was worth it? Who joined the Vardy party? Comment down below if you also joined the Vardy party. But let's go. Good luck for game week 9, guys. Make sure you get top scores. And yes, good luck. Get green arrows if you sub. Good luck.